Yeah, I just thought I'd come on before I get to Speaker's Corner. This is where I am. Just find myself here quite often. It's the Tower of London, by the way, in case you hadn't noticed. Over that side is the walkie-talkie thingy, and that's All Hallows by the Tower with the spire there. That's 7th century church. So, yep, we've got some history going on. The oldest part of the tower is the first part was Norman, not a guy, as in the era. Well, yeah, Norman. Yeah, either way, it was Norman, and it was the White Tower. That's the first part, and then the rest of it kind of, I don't know, just got bigger and bigger. And it's been a palace and a prison, and now it's somewhat. I mean, it houses the crown jewels. Many tourists, and obviously God bless them, the little tinkers, they just stop dead in the street. Like, not dead, I mean they just stop, because it is impressive looking, but they're just everywhere. They're right in your way. Well, you know what I mean, maybe, if you've got no patience. The reason I'm walking down this way, you're right, Harriel, who's the other daily God's Words, hello. Yeah, I'm down this way because I thought I cannot bear to get on, even for one stop on the Central Line, which is, I feel like a tour guide, which is the oldest, I believe it's the oldest and the deepest, certainly, of the tube lines, and therefore it's the hottest and the least, like, air conditioned. There is, like, hot air blowing through sometimes, like, already used air, if you know what I mean. So there is a water taxi here, down here, so I'm just going to go and see how much they want to fleece me to get a bit further down the river, and then maybe a bus. Look at these people all queuing to give their money, but I'm almost joining the queue because I wasn't looking where I was going. Humans. Oh my gosh! No. Have the pollen is getting on my nose. Like, this is all the peeps. I don't know what they're queuing for. Obviously, I reckon they're queuing for where I'm going. What's the odds? Like, literally, there. No way. Maybe they're just all standing about and it happens to look like a massive queue. All right, let's find. Let me stop filming people. Maybe not. No, they are. Why is it so popular? Just because I decided to... Yeah, I'm walking down we're walking down the Thames peeps just for a hot minute. Sorry. Right, what else can I show you? Right, let me just get out of this throng, this mob, this horde, this load of Italians. Spaniards, I don't know. Right, I'll show you. I'm looking at the Shard Tower. Bridge is to my left. My hair isn't done, my face is shocking, quite frankly. Right, so that, where are we? Can I see? Yeah, obviously that's Tower Bridge. And then I can't even be bothered to press the buttons to turn it around. That's the Shard. Why are there so many people queuing to get on that pier? And why aren't they? No way. I feel like maybe there's a party boat. It's got to be. They're all dolled up like they're going. Maybe I'm at the wrong pier. I can't be. Sorry, just having a little chit chat with myself here. Nah, man, it's not worth it. I really want to come here for some excuse reason. They've got little, like, glass pods, like, that you can eat inside. Like, obviously, yeah. And then you've got the view and the no rain situation because it's England. Where's HMS? Probably Belfast. Not really a naval. Apart from Samuel Pepys in his diary. It's about as much. And Nelson, the Armada. Alright, a little bit I know about the Navy, but not so much. Right. Oh. I feel like I need to tell anyone who's not currently in London. No, I thought, it looks all dull, doesn't it? You think, oh, there was a thunderstorm last night, yay. No. It's just as sweaty. Maybe that's me. They do say don't sweat the petty things. But they also say don't pet the sweaty things. So I mean, take a picture of these. I've got to go. This is the dilemma. Somebody's father came to Speaker's Corner and left their walking aid at the pub. I think you remember me saying it 4 times on last week's stream. I went to that pub. Completely slipped my mind to get the stick. That was 2 weeks ago. Was it? No, last week was the first time I failed to get it. Now this time I ought to. He came all the way to see me. 97 years young, etc. My arm's aching. Sorry. Let me give you a bit of scenery just for lulz, really. A bit of behind me-ness. A bit of some building, and then that away. Oops, sorry, love. I don't know. I'm going to sit down in a minute, I know that, and crack open a cold drink, which is in my bag. We can have a little chit chat, and then I'm going to find an actual route of transportation. Oh, these are the steps, the Thames steps. You don't actually need to jump off the side if you're feeling suicidal, and I don't mean that. I mean just getting in that water is like a death sentence, basically. But yeah, there's some brilliant videos of people slipping down those steps. Absolutely stunning, classic. You just know it's coming, and then it comes. But when the tide's the other way, when it's out, people mudlark and stuff like that, meaning there's all little clay pipes and bottles. Watch it, Bill. Yeah, people find lots of old bottles and glass and stuff like that. Bottles and glasses. Cockney rhyming slang to something else. But I hope they can find it with both hands. You know what I mean? I don't know how Australians do it, Bill. And just the heat is it's boring. It's not even hot, but it is, if that makes sense. And there's a breeze. I don't know what it is. It's like, and it's warm. This is the joke of the week. Maybe the sun. It's hotter in the night, and I'm like, the sun's not there. Like the floor just bakes. The ground, and the British houses are obviously built to keep the heat in, unless you want some warmth, and then it's freezing. Like churches, they're freezing cold in the winter, and then well, actually they get quite stuffy sometimes in the winter. Just freezing in the summer though, it's good. Oh, I'll just cough a lung up in a second. Why is there no facilities to sit down other than the paving? There will be, because I'm going to melt. What are you saying, Bill? I need a bit of background to read you. And glasses. Oh, lovely. Oh, I'm really pleased. I can't open it at the minute because that sounds... Even though I've got the tech savvy, I don't have the finger arrangements and the cognitive focusing abilities at the moment, but I'm going to save that for when I get home. I'll send you... We'll have a little shoot off, as it were. I'm not going to send you pictures of me, you know, sounding daffy. Oh, might as well show you while I'm here, innit? This is the old Billingsgate. Ah, yes. Oh, yes, so sorry, I'm just showing you the coast. So 1877 in an oyster, I don't know if you can see it. Domine Dirige Nos, our god, something, with the City of London Corporation. It's not a coat of arms, that's the thing. But the thing, I can't remember what the actual real life term is. Everyone calls it that. And then there's some thistle, which is Scotland. The sword, don't know. And a royal sceptre. Sword and a thistle. It should be England, Ireland and Wales, but I don't know what Wales have got to do with... Don't know. Maybe it's not a thistle, maybe it's a broom upside down. My little joke. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, about 3 to 4 weeks ago, I was bemoaning the fact that I built for space. I haven't seen you for ages. Yeah, I couldn't remember all the... Like, it's not a massive... It's a first world problem, to be fair. I couldn't remember all of the gates, the old London gates. And I made a promise to myself, not out loud, not to Google it. I'm not to, you know, like to just let my brain actually kick in. And it took, I think, after 7 days, I had them again. Then I lost them again. Just couldn't There's no mnemonic, like I could do. Either way, just laying somewhere, because there's all seats, but they're in like a gated off bit. But then again, if I find out signal. Right, so there's a clue. There's one. Right, so I'm going to reel them off just to impress you, just in case you didn't, know the fun. So, oh, please I haven't forgotten again. Yes, so there's Aldgate and Aldersgate. There's Billingsgate, which is where we just passed. Broadgate, Bishopsgate, which is where I was at a church the other Sunday showing you the grounds. Oh, I shouldn't be talking in the middle. Right, Aldgate, Aldersgate, Bishopsgate, Broadgate, Billingsgate, Cripplegate, Shizzle. Right, Aldgate, Aldersgate, Billingsgate, Broadgate, Bishopsgate is 5, Cripplegate is 6, Moorgate. Boom! Smashed it out of the gated area. So anyway, that's the old. Those were the toll gates. And if you look at them on a map, like there's no gates there now, but where they're situated, that's how teensy-weensy London used to be, really. Like, yeah. MJ, what's happening, lover? Who else is that on your right? Someone else? Right, that's it. The signal's back and I'm sitting down on this. It's driftwood. I'm just guessing. But I have to, because I'm going to... Well, everyone's going to die, but I might just be hastening it, really. Right, talking about yourselves. No, I'm joking. Oh, the weather, NJ, is... We call it muggy. Like, it's very close, sweaty. It's not pleasantly warm. It's like you have to change your top within an hour. Like, it's just sweaty and nah. Oh, is it you, Raw? That's the name I see. Yeah, I'm alright. Well, I mean, I'm alright, but I've got to be honest, because of Jesus, I'd be happier if I was in an air-conditioned pub. Just throwing it out there. I might make that happen in my own small signs and wonders way. I have to, actually, I'm obliged because of reasons of loving my neighbour. I have to go and pick up that walking stick, so that's a brilliant excuse. I mean, altruistic mission of mine. Obviously, I'm going to sort my face out and my hair before I go and Speaker's Corner. But thing is, where have you gone again? The thing is, it'll probably tip it down. Like, who knows? It's the weather warnings are for thunderstorms and oppressive heat. So I would welcome it, to be fair. I'm not fussed about umbrellas. I will just get soaked. I'm not bothered. Still walking though. This wasn't that brilliant of an idea when I think about it, just to avoid one stop on a really hot train line. What church is that? Let's go and have a look. Might get on a bus. I'll see if I can get right. Alright, I'll show you the once time. You see that gold spire there? That gold pineapple looking thing? That, not the church top, there, tucked behind that building. That is... And that is the formerly tallest, like, structure, I guess, building in London. London was a lot tinier. When the tower was built, for example, not the first tower, then it was probably just fields and, I don't know, people, a couple. But yeah, as London grew upwards, probably more than outwards. And it also grew upwards, as in, I don't mean the buildings, I mean London is basically built on previous iterations of London. Like, yeah. There's like a river that runs beneath London. It doesn't run anymore. I don't think so. When they built the tube line, it got completely... It's the Fleet. I was just trying to think of the name of it. You know, so Fleet Street, the Demon Barber, Sweeney Todd, that kind of jazz. The River Fleet. That's what it's called. Oh, but it's mainly just a memory now, I suppose. Like, shut, whatever it is. I've been past this. Now I'm on a motorway bit and I'm stuck. Now I'm going to walk through to the monument and get a bus. Sod it. Right, this is... I'll show you it because there's no name on it. It's probably on the other side. So, stained glass windows, check. Lovely massive door. I love a big door and a little door. Regular sized doors don't do it for me. They just don't. I love cutesy little doors because everyone was midgets apparently in the olden days. Or rickets they had. And I don't know, they weren't... No, it's up there to the left, the tower. He's not listening. Excuse me, Tower Bridge is through to... You can take this next right, and then if you look to the left and walk for 4 minutes, you'll come to Tower Bridge and the tower. Oh. And London Bridge is that way.
Oh, so which way's the better way to go?
The good-looking one with all the... But there's a lot of touristy people. Is that way? Turn right, you come onto the river, left along the river. You cannot miss it. Okay. It's got like a big... Yeah.
Sorry to be long.
No worries.
You were saying London Bridge is just straight this way?
I don't know about straight. That's a...
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just... This is like... No, you're... No, that's absolutely fine.
Just trying to get a bus.
Yeah, no, a bus. Your bus on this street. Although, actually, no, I'm telling fibs. So see there, that's Monument Station, which is connected underground to Bank Station. Where do you want to go?
I'm trying to get back to Brixton.
Brixton. So you want like the Victoria line?
Yeah,
Vauxhall?
or like apparently the 139
Oh, a bus.
bridge.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is not a bussy kind of street, but these ones will be.
Yeah.
So if you, I'm going to walk that way anyway.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
No problem. But walk up, and if nobody, they'll know in the tube station if you go and ask. You're very welcome.
You're an angel.
Well, sort of. God bless. Right, so it's telling me to the old London Bridge because the one with the London Bridge that we have is not the original because of, you know, London Bridge is falling down. That's all. It literally, yeah. And that was 1176 to 1831. I'll show you the little sign, but it might be mirrored. Sorry. Is it mirrored? Yeah. Right. It's quite impressive, to be fair. So it's, yeah, St Magnus the Martyr. But I'm going in the wrong direction to where I want to go. Oh, it's open now. I love a church. I love the church. We're going in the church, everyone. Let me just show you this oldness. I am. It's just that I've got... What is it? Angels with dirty faces? Angels with dirty... sin records. I don't know what these mean, and you probably can't see them because it's too... Oh, it says St MRNF 1791. The other one, oh, St Michael, it's got to be MCL, or maybe that's Roman numerals. But the MRN, anyway. I know something about these. This is the piddle. I do know something about these, and like my brain, no one else does it. Like, oh, it's the little cutesy doors. Look, how teensy weensy is it? Let me just show you me. Look how teensy weensy. Little midget door. Anyway, obviously to try and keep streams of consciousness in different areas where they belong. I feel like that information about those little black plaques is in there, and I'll pull it out of my filing system when I get a second. Not more interestingly, but interestingly, you see the chalk marks? I don't know if you can pick them up on the wall. See them? Those are Roman Catholic, like blessings for dwellings. Those are churches, like not dwelling, that's the wrong word. That's just someone who's written their name. Tramps. Right, where am I going? Yeah, let's have a butcher's inside even if we're not allowed. We're gonna. I hope there's no service. Look how old everything is. I can't. I just 1836, peeps. 1836. Oh no, there's something going on. It says so. Oh, there is something going on. It's just lovely looking. Let's find out. Oh, I feel bad. Okay, so just for a minute. There's Jesus over there. Is everyone's outfits? It says there that the 12 bells in the tower were cast in the Whitechapel Bell Foundry. That's the same bell that did the Liberty Bell back in the long time ago. I don't know if you can hear me. That's very recently. They are, like, I think the oldest, maybe only, bell making, whatever you call it, foundry. Okay, so, oh, this is so, I can't believe I've not come here with you. There's a big gold crucifix. That's what the clergy carry at the front, like when the cross enters. So I'm going to try not to get anybody's. Right, there's a guy sitting. I don't want to catch him on camera, but alright, I'm going to go sideways. If I stop talking, you know why. So these are all memorial stones commissioned by the families of the deceased. I feel like these are part of the crypt. So they're mainly in the 1700s, the 18th century, the ones at my feet at the moment. I've got that image at home. I'll show you it. Oh, it's a very similar image. Oh, look, I can't do it on the way out. There's St. Michael, little teensy picture. He's got Arabic writing behind him. You can't see it, sorry, I don't want to climb in a church. So those are from the 20th century, basically, 1900s. This is Southwark. So we've been to Southwark Bridge, you lot and I. We've crossed over it when we've come out of Southwark Cathedral before. But this is what the bridge would have looked like in, gosh, I'm going to go with 18th century. Yeah, 18th-ish. It'll say it over the other side, and I'll be wrong. Let's have a look. It doesn't say it. We know it's City of London, and we also know I'm wearing a white top. Here's the Stations of the Cross. The windows, I'm gutted that I'm not. Oh, you can see those ones better. I just need a camera rather than a phone. Look at the organ. In a minute, I'm going to shut up talking for a couple of minutes if anyone wants to say a prayer with me, but obviously in your mind. You can type it, I suppose. But I won't. I could say one out loud, but let me just show you the rest of the stuffs. I could do this all day instead of getting shouted at by lunatics. Isn't it warm? You don't know that, but it is. There's Christ, the Passion. He's got the crown of thorns on, like denoting the crucifixion, obviously. There's Madonna and Child. This is a Roman Catholic. Actually, some of the artwork looks Orthodox, but I doubt that. Yeah, I'd still doubt it. Although, anyway, there's the Lord's Prayer on the left there, Exodus. Some verses from Exodus there behind the cross and the church candles. Flowers. Just teasing. So that's the view that the clergy see when they're. Where would they? They would be up there in the pulpit. Oh, I would go up there, but I might burst into flames. There's a dude over there with horns on his helmet. We're going to go and discuss that in a second. We'll go and find out who he is. He's definitely a Norse warrior. He's got a massive axe, bro. Anyway, that's not a euphemism. Oh, shut up, Kay, you're in a church. Right. There's Christ crucified at the top. There's the ceiling. It's got to be Michael, isn't it? No, I don't think that is Michael. I think it's just a random, just the bystanders. They've got, I don't know if they're olive branches. No, they've got some sort of wildlife in the hand fauna. I thought it was a sword at first as well. I thought it was Michael. Looks very Eastern, doesn't it? That dude with the Arabic on his hat. Yeah, anyhow. So there's Bible verses like printed out and also just referred to. There's John 8:32 is just referenced at the top. And then the other ones are permanent fixtures. Right, let's get around the pulpit. That's the Holy Spirit up there, or the representation of the Holy Spirit as like unto a dove, as the Holy Spirit appeared at the baptism of Christ. Okay, so a little teensy prayer area. So this church hasn't got any like side chapels, but they're kind of implicit because obviously you can, yeah. So more grave like memoriams. Oh my gosh, my mouth's gone so dry. Sorry. So, yep, Christ King, Christ crucified, and this is painted by Van Eyck. Yep, apparently. It just says so. It's based on, I'm so sorry, it's based on the figure. There you go, I'll show you. You people can read. Don't know if you can read Latin, but go for it. Oh no, is it English? In honour of Maria, Matris Dolorum, Mother. Oh, and in something, maybe perpetual memory. Not sure. Look at this, just tucked out the way. I feel sneaky getting it right over here, but they've got so much good stuff they can just shove in the corner. So this says, I can't read it. The Reverend Thomas Lou, Rector, William Park, Thomas Park, the church wardens. Oh, so it's like a little, I don't know what it is, to be honest. Oh, little cross tucked out the way. Boy, you'll have to wait a minute, babes. I seem to be surrounded by, like, gorgeousness. And if anyone walks in, I'm going to go stum. As if I've been nicked and they're asking me for evidence. I'm going to go totally quiet. Because, yeah. To be honest, that music... Ask me in a minute, Raw, if you don't mind. Unless it's specifically about this church, in which case I probably can't help you. Because I've only just come in myself. Brass plates. So the vestments given for use at this requiem altar are in memory of Mary Ann Pyle Bridges and of her eldest son, Edward Kenneth, killed by the Japanese, Singapore, 1942. Yeah, one of my nan's brothers was, in Singapore. He went missing. I can't imagine, like that generation, I cannot imagine. My great-grandmother carried his birth certificate in her purse. Like until the day she died, and she was convinced that one day he would maybe come home. But I found out subsequently, I think he was shot escaping from a prisoner of war camp. Escaping, like, not the first time. So there's... sorry, I'm very warm. There's Christ in the 3 days. Like has he been pierced? Yes, he has. So that's him down from the cross there. As the angels, I think, holding him up, yeah. Right. I love it. I don't know what it is, but I love it. It can't be a confessional. Look how tiny it is. And it's only... Maybe they sit in there. I don't think they're in for prayer. Yeah, they're taking photos. So there is. That's... Oh, yeah, I was going to find out about this horned guy. It says at the top Kirkwall, so that's a family name. And it's dedicated to Saint Magnus, obviously. This is his... The church is dedicated to him. But let's see the actual guy. This guy died at 62. It's not bad for 1766. Like, that's a long life, to be fair. So he must have had money or, very good diet and exercise regime. So this guy, sorry you can only see the silhouette. It's definitely not some sort of theatre depiction of Satan, I promise. Ah, St. Magnus. There you go. It's behind the sugar. Anywho, massive axe, as promised. There's the naval reference. That's a Viking longship with a candle in it. That's beautiful. Well, I swear there's been kids in it, because that is not... That's just funny. Hello, green tea. This church is on... it's on Lower Thames Street. The entrance is in a side road. So it's along the River Thames between... you can't enter it from there, but yeah, between London and Tower Bridges. And it's Saint Magnus the Martyr, sorry. We're nearly kind of done, but I will go and sit down for a prayer and just to catch my breath. So this is for St. Thomas. St. Thomas Chapel, London Bridge. Sorry, I'm wonky. It says, for the name of Jesus and in defence of the church, I am willing to die. Oh, it's Thomas à Becket, I think. Has he got the top of his... I'm not sure, but it looks like he's got the top of his noggin in his hand. I mean, he did have a bit lobbed off. He didn't walk about a bit in his hand, but they do get quite artistic, these peeps. This is Mr. George Neal. Sorry for standing on you, George, as it were. So he was 34 in... Where are we going with this? 1756. And we're nearly done now. So, that's St. Michael. He's always got a sword because of the war, I think, mentioned in Revelation, when he fights. Michael and his angels fought the devil and his angels. Fish as a reference to the City of London, and more specifically, I think we are close to Billingsgate, which was a fish market. There's the baptismal font, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, it's got a little bird on the top. It's quite cute. It doesn't seem to be like the Holy Spirit-y type bird. It's just, I don't know. So, a little picture. Right, come on then, Kay. I think that Viking helmet is the best thing in here, and that's like out of a kid's toy shop. Not the best thing in here, you know what I mean. Oh, we've got a prayer thingy. Got to. Right. There is no verger for me to buy the candle, but still, I'm going to write out my supplication request on behalf of us all. I know exactly what to tell them. I desire the prayers of the church for... Okay. Hold on, let me write it. Sorry, talk among yourselves. I think I read yesterday one of those stats that the person that... I can't remember if it was in the tens of millions of Christians martyred in the last... See, I don't want to speak out of turn, but I know obviously Nigeria is 50,000 in 20 years. But yeah. So anyway, that's what it says. Nigeria and globally, the persecuted church. So let's stick this on the pinboard. Oh, one-handed is not the way forward when there's fire and candles around. Okay, anyway. There's me reflected, but you can't see me. Yeah, no, not even if I wave, probably. Right. What are we doing here? What are they and how cutesy? What is it? Oh, I haven't got my glasses. Collectible church cards. I don't feel like it's going to catch on with the kids. Bless them. Hold up. Oh, sorry, it's only a flight. Freaked me out. Right, I'm going to take one of these though, because this is for another stream. Obviously, these are all the churches. Right, it's prayer time. Because there's other people in here. Let's just go and have a silent one, as it were. I'll do an out loud one when we get outside, if you like. Right, I'll start us off. Lord, over to you, people. In Jesus' name, amen. I still don't want to catch anyone on camera, so... Right. I'll whiz past them, but you won't see. But that is beautiful as well, sorry. Oh, sorry. It's the royal coat of arms, even though it's not called coat of arms. I can't remember what it is called properly. So the unicorn is the national animal for Scotland. The lion is the English. So it's not actually, at that time, I mean, Wales doesn't actually get a look in. That could be early doors when it was just the union of Scotland and England. I think Wales just gets sort of carried along like an elderly relative on a Sunday out. Right. There's another little teensy-weensy sceptre. Can't see it. Just waiting for someone to pick it up. I didn't sign the visitor's book, never mind. But I will sanitise my hands, thank you. How am I going to do this then? Oh, shoot. Right. Sorry about the wiggliness and the jiggliness. Right. Pick up my phone. Let's do this shiz, as it were. Ooh, look at that. Thank you. Right, I'm going to turn it back around, but I'm going to wait till people behind me are out the way. Yeah. Very warm in. Nope. Right, you can see the sheen on my face. It is sweating hot. It's just random stones now. I don't know, they're just showing up. I'm not. That's probably part of the original bridge, maybe. Or the boundary wall. They don't bother telling you, they just stick it where they fancy. Oh, don't stop, Kay. Don't stop. If I stop, I'll just rock it up. Right, we'll get going. So, is it really? What's it supposed to say? Rhino, Bill? I wasn't talking about the Bible. It's just their national animal. It's a made-up animal, if you know what I mean. Oh, they've got the thistle as their flower. Yeah, we've got the rose and the lion. Wales has got a vegetable. Sorry, Wales. They've got a leek and a dragon, so they've also got a challenging animal to find today. Ireland, shamrock. I don't know what their animal is. God. I suppose they weren't with us in the beginning. Like, yeah, I'm not sure. Northern Ireland has got the red and white. It's like the St George's Cross and the St Andrew, like it's a red X as opposed to a cross. Hold on, Bill, I'm coming here, but I don't want to get run over. So I'm going to just keep my eyes on the quite aggressive drivers. And then I'm going to walk up to quickly show you the monument. Not up the monument, you're mad. When I was a little kid, that seemed like so many stairs, and it was. When my mum dragged us up there. Oh, but it is historic, I suppose. Oh, come on, people. Thank you. Right. Yeah, once I get through, maybe I'll stop this, jump on the shoe. The whole thing I was trying to avoid. So they're so sneaky. They stick the cyclists on the other, like going the other way, just to catch you out. I've only been hit by a cycle once though, and she'll be more careful in future. I can tell you that much. Right, this is Fish Street Hill, which is a lot of fish references around here because of Billingsgate, and it's Sunday, so most things are closed, apart from churches, obviously, and some of the restaurants because it is El Touristy. Right, what's Phil saying? Oh, it's probably it's a reference to some sort of chimera type. I don't really know. They weren't. If you imagine, even up to like, say the dodo, like those times, 16th. I don't know when it was. The main description of it is how nice it tastes. That's basically how they did that. People kept trying to bring them back to England and eating them all on the way. Matt, literally down to the last one, they ate it. Right. I'm not trying to read that all that Latin, you're mental. Right, give me big finger alert. So, I mean, you can just about see the gold frilly bit at the top. I mean, it's not a short building, but it's nothing like, there were dragons, there be dragons as it were, but I feel like bits of them have dropped off on each of those corners. I feel like they're faithful Christian dragons because they've got crosses on there. Yes, the dragon is the animal that represents the City of London Corporation, not London in general, but the City of London, which is a borough and a private sort of enterprise. That's beautiful. Right, I don't really know if I'm going to be able to do this justice. I'm just going to read out some stuff. Well, I might as well show you. I don't have massive hands, I just have... Right. Oh gosh. Right. So, there's a lion down that bit, there's all sorts going on. City of London dragon down there, some Satan-like gargoyle geezer with his finger up his nose, picking us a winner. What is going on is what I want to know. Some dead bird it looks like, I just don't know. Wait a minute, let's find out. Anyway, this lot says that the monument, designed by Robert Hooke, in consultation with Sir Christopher Wren, who obviously St Paul's, was built in 1671 and it took 6 years. On the site of St Margaret Fish Street Hill, which is there, to commemorate the Great Fire of London, which was of course 1666. So they took a breath for 5 years and then they started building. Right, so the fire burnt from the 2nd to the 5th of September, devastating 2/3 of the city. That's how small the city was. 2/3 of it, just in like 3 days, because of course all the houses were timber. No one had any idea really about fire safety, other than Peeps who went and buried his cheese. Right, so yeah, 2nd to the 5th of September, devastating 2/3 of the city and destroyed 13,200 houses, 87 churches, and 52 livery company halls. The monument, a freestanding fluted Doric column topped by a flaming copper urn, is 61 metres or 202 feet in height, being equal to the distance westward from the site of the bakery in Pudding Lane where the fire broke out. Imagine being that guy, the baker. Yes, so basically if you turned it on its side, it would reach the exact point where the fire the inception of the fire. So its central shaft originally housed lenses for a zenith telescope, and its balcony, reached by an internal spiral staircase of 311 steps, I wasn't fibbing, my legs were little in them days, affords panoramic views of the city. The allegorical sculpture on the pedestal above was executed by Caius Gabriel Sibba and shows Charles II coming to assist the slumped figure of the City of London. I see. Got it. Right, there's Charles with his wig on and all that jazz, with his sort of Roman, with his knees out and his little leather doodahs. Don't know about the birds around him. They're all sort of symbolic. And then that's that where I said there's the dragon there and that lady who looks dead. That's the City of London. That's her. She's almost got a boob out, but she's managing to retain her dignity. Where was I going with that? Yeah, Charles coming to assist the slumped figure, not dead. So, St Magnus the Martyr, Fish Street Hill to the south, which is where we literally just came out of, is a Christopher Wren church, alongside which is the ancient street which led to the medieval London Bridge. So I think I might have been right when I said that bit of stone was part of it. So let me just quickly, more Latin. Who's going to learn Latin for you? I mean, I'm not. If I was a bit of a fibber, I wouldn't tell you that there was a translation here. So, in the year of Christ 1666, on the 2nd of September, at a distance eastward from this place of 202 feet, which is the height of this column, a fire broke out in the dead of night, which the wind blowing devoured even distant buildings and rushed devastating through every quarter. With astonishing swiftness and noise, it consumed 89 churches, gates, the Guildhall, public edifices, hospitals, schools, libraries, a great number of blocks of buildings, 15,200 houses, 400 streets of the 26 wards. So those are like the former boroughs kind of thing. Come on. Covering as many as 436 acres, extended on one side from the tower along the bank of the Thames to the Church of the Templars. Everyone's heard of those dudes. Come on. Church of the Templars on the other side from the northeast gate along the walls to the head of Fleet Ditch. So we're going to walk through near to Fleet Street in a minute. Merciless to the wealth and estates of the citizens, it was fearless. No, it wasn't. Was it fearless? No. Harmless to their lives. So as throughout to remind us of the final destruction of the world by fire. The havoc was swift. A little space of time saw the same city, most prosperous and no longer in being, on the third day, when it had now altogether vanquished all human counsel and resource at the bidding, as we may well believe, of heaven. The fatal fire stayed its course, and everywhere died out. But popish, meaning Roman Catholic, darlings, but popish frenzy, which wrought such horrors, is not yet quenched. Take that, papists. I'm really kidding. It's not my words. And then it says, these last words were added in 1681 and finally deleted in 1830. But I can tell you, they're still in the translation. Love them. Right, let's walk up to somewhere with a drink in it. I was going to sit down and have a drink, do you remember? Opposite this site stood St Margaret, destroyed in the Great Fire. So there's a lot of those plaques around here, obviously. This is the ward of Candlewick, like the Pickwick Papers. It's all sort of cutesy, isn't it? Hi, Dragon, you're at Martin, babe. Oh, you're going to be sitting in there. Well, air-conditioned bit. I just don't want to get on the tube. To be fair, I don't really want to go to Speaker's Corner, but I've got to go and get that. Oh, it's uphill. It's not called a hill for nothing. Right, we're coming up to East Cheap. I think we might have passed Fleet Street as it goes. But that's where the River Fleet would be. I love that. It says the whole city, 3 days, bruv. Took it out. And then it said, but it ain't stopped them nutty Catholics. Oh, funny. So, where am I? Oops. I know where I am. I mean, East Cheap if you want to be thingy, but Bank Station. Right, so London Bridge is that away. Oh, my shoulders are hurting. Sorry, I'm not using the stick. I've probably done my battery as well for the live stream, but I've got a charger on me and a can-do attitude. I can sit in the pub for half an hour to charge it, no problem. Things I do for you people. Right, so I should be showing you the scenery really, but I just all of a sudden lost the will to use my arms. But this bag seems heavier all of a sudden. Right, I can see the entrance, like the approach road to St Paul's down there. Really, this isn't the station I need, but it is pretty close. If I walk to St Paul's, I've just got to come back on myself. I don't know, it's up to you lot. Do you want to... Who's that there? You ate it here. Season 2 only. I've been watching reruns. Right, while I just collapse. Oh, why are there never no like decent little steps to sit on nowadays? When I was a kid, there was all like steps. You just sit on a step and not get in anyone's way. It says more about my childhood really than I'd like it to. So that is London Bridge over there. You're welcome. The entrance to Monument Station that pretends to be Bank Station when you're underground. You can still just walk in to a Bank Station. Sorry. I need a soup. I need something. Yes, I need sustenance. I need a little bag of crisps or something equally healthy. Just something with a K on the end, obviously. Right, let's just get over it. I've got to get some energy in me, and then I can read the comments and get my glasses, my bins on, and then we're ready to rumble. Then I'm going to get on the... Yeah, let's die. Sod it. On a mission to Speaker's Corner. It's traffic, everyone. London, black cab. Oh, green man. Not a person, I mean the walking sign. Sure, I could get a bus from here even, but the bus, it would take long. The architecture around here is nice. I mean, not that, but like the oldie. I'm not keen on all this modernity, really. I mean, that was all modern once after the fire, obviously. But, oh, there's a, I don't know, it's probably Britannia. No, I don't even know who that is above the door. Where am I going? Oh, down to St Paul's, and then I'm getting on that tube. I don't care, and then I'll just stay on the Central Line, sod it. And then it won't take me 20 minutes or something to get to Speaker's Corner. But I repeat, let me bring you back round. Where are you? I must have this energy drink that's in my bag getting hot, and a sandwich or something. I normally eat just before I start the stream. I do begrudge giving the money to the only supermarket that's represented right by Speaker's Corner, because I wouldn't go in them if I was on fire for a bottle of water normally, because they're so expensive. Right, sorry, getting sidetracked. I've not seen that. Oh, that's a new bit of Bank Station there, everyone. But I'm still walking past it, so I need a salami. Everything's shut though, because it's Sunday. Sunday in the city of London is how Sunday used to be, really, except for tourists everywhere. Banksy, what's happening, babes? You've caught me mid-starving, hungry sweatiness. The subway looks open. I don't mean the tube, I mean the sandwich shop. They might be lying. But let me just show you. I love a little cobbled teensy-weensy street. How cutesy it is. Alright, that's a lot. Big church over there. I just cannot. Oh, sorry. I will feel bad in case you're not English. Big church, bit of scaffolding just to keep the ambiance. I mean, I feel like London's been built already, but they're still going. Oof. Abchurch, that is. By the way, if you're interested. Subway's open. Boom. However, there's a Leon there, and I'm not advertising. Is there a supermarket? No, you keep walking, love. I'm doing what I said the tourists who just looked in the street. What do I do? Now I'm going to get a sandwich out of the soup, then I can get some right, anyway, stop talking about your stomach, okay? Even though it is complaining loudly. Sub geezer. He ain't got the right idea. He's sitting there, no shoes on, having a full-blown conversation with himself. A couple of tins around him. to give the game away, as it were. But he's got no top on, so he's living his best life, really. Yeah, supermarket time, peeps. Just mention no names, although you'll recognise it. This is the one I don't really like. I like it, but it's just... Is it anything whatsoever? So you'll just see my face looking disgusted. Hello? Where's all the lunch gone? I know it's a Sunday, but fudge. Got no meal deals. What's the point? What is the point? Like 2 things. Pasta pesto. Go on then. I mean, it's just like drastic, isn't it? Got sausage rolls. Right. Sorry, now I'm involved in the browsing. What's that? That looks alright. Feta and grain salad. They are ponty nowadays, people. Like, do you know what I mean? A bit ponty. So, do I want Greek-inspired feta and grain? Or do I want pasta and pesto? Or do I want both? Both of them, not to eat all in one go. Just to let one sweat in my bag for fun while I forget about it. Maybe I'll make my mind up by the time I get there. Sorry, honey. Oh. I feel like they must shut early because there's a lot of things on special, but I really can't take a shepherd's pie anywhere with me. What am I doing over here? I'll drink. No, I've got a drink. What else am I doing over here? Don't know who's the answer to that. I'm just doing a woman thing. There is such a thing as a woman. Just wandering aimlessly around a supermarket when I don't need nothing else. You know. If you don't know, ask your mum. Oh, I do want a banana. I will have a banana. Because someone told me it's good for allergies. And then I ate one and it was alright. Felt alright. So, maybe psychosomatic, maybe true. Sorry. Right. Ah, they've got me. No, they have. What an anticlimax. I thought they had my Caesar salads. No, is the answer. Oh, they've got gin and tonics though. They've got gin and tonics. Oh. They've got gin and tonics. I haven't even been to Speaker's Corner yet. It's no fun being sensible. Go, hold up. Sorry, talk money sales roll. This just you got CCTV now at like supermarket. Look, why do they need? Right, you see that? Then, if you put through a what do you mean not a valid gift card? It's a blooming salad. Sorry, I'm just gonna have a quick row with this machine. Sorry, I scanned that, and it said it's not a gift card or something. It's definitely not.
Yes, you can pay for me.
Yep. I was about to look that up, but I was going to do that on first week. It's got a barcode. Oh, now it loves me. Thank you. Right. We're sorted, peeps. My arm is going to drop off. Sorry, I just got to take my bag off my shoulder a minute. Anyway, back to the ranch, as it were. Back at the ranch. The camera things. If I was to buy an energy drink, which I'm not going to do, it would still ask me to be confirmed for my age. If they're not doing it for this hand gesture. I don't want to scan the Nectar card. I ain't got one. I just want to pay the money, mate. Just do me the... Sorry. Is it ready? I just didn't present the card. I'm doing it. Oh, sorry. Done. Right. Just Still sweating in case you were wondering. Right, let me just show you this. No, right, now I've got to carry a banana, a phone and 2 salads and 1 minute. Sorry about the angle. Oh. Right. That's not on the receipt, thank you very much. Right, let's definitely sorry about that angle, I just clocked me double chin. Right, let's get out of here, then let's sit somewhere, eat this salad, drink that energy drink, and then I'm gone ski. Where is the steps to sit on? Nowhere. Right, I want to get on at bank. I want to start walking miles because I'm, yeah. No. So I'm going to find somewhere to sit, whether I have to create a place to sit. Just squat down because I can't walk and eat and old phones and live stream, and could go and sit with a nutty geezer, and he's still having a lovely old conversation with himself, and the can of special brew. Bless them. I mean, sometimes you have got to have a word with yourself. You know what I mean? Oh, there's a step, as if an answer to prayer. I don't know if my bum's little enough anymore, but step, everyone. Right, let's have a... Whew. Here we go. Right. Soz. Who else have we got here? Spirit of Orange. Japan. Who's that? Tyler. Anyway. I've got to wait a second. Got to get the drink out, got to put my hair up, got to sort my face out, got to pick up the walking stick, I've got to tote that barge, lift that bow. Get a life. Apart from that, oh, a load of other things just popped into my head. Thank you, brain. I'll tell you what I want to do a live stream or video about soon. Like the energy we give off, and the way, like psychologically, like, you know, for example, like when you talk, when you're like the grieving process, if you talk about things, obviously when you say things out loud, a different part of your brain engages. Whereas if you're the kind of person who shuts down, who doesn't want to talk about stuff, like you're missing really the benefit of the, you know, the auditory systems in your brain. Right, I can't even English because I'm that hungry now. The banana can wait. The banana can go in the bag to be forgotten about until it's all mushy and sweaty at the bottom of my bag. Green tea, not yet, babes. Green tea. Do you know what? 2 days ago, I went 48 hours with no sleep. Then the night before this one, that's just gone, I had 4 hours and I was buzzing on life. I thought I cracked it. I was like, yes. Because I went to bed at 2, which is early for me, but I woke up at 6, which is not that. I mean, normally I'm going to bed that time, like I'm falling asleep that time. But either way, I was happy with that, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to get up and just start doing. And I managed to ride it all the way through, and I was thinking, yeah, I'll go to bed about 11. I love that lie. I tell myself that lie all the time. And then when it comes to about 2, 3, and I'd had my second, third, fourth wind, I went to sleep, and then I woke up. What time this morning? About 6 again. So, but wait, is the answer. I feel like it's dinner time. Oh, David, you're a little sweetie. What should we go for, everyone? We'll go for the biggest thing. See, up here for thinking, down there for dancing, which is the Greek-inspired. False advertising. They can't say it's Greek because they couldn't just run out in the street and find a Greek geezer to just, you know what I mean, patent it for them. There's no fork. Oh, fork my life. Let's have a look in my bag of wonders in case. And I've got a knife. Don't tell the old Bill. I'm only joking. It's wooden. I'll eat it with a knife. I just don't care because I emptied my bag out like an idiot. I'm always thinking to do that because of the sheer weight of the nonsense that I carry around. I feel like I took a fork out. Oh, would you fork off with the forkness? I need a spork. That's what I need. You know, one of them. Let me just prop these up a minute. So, that's a mad angle. That was a mad angle. No, right. I've got to just go through my Mary Poppins-esque bag. I'll eat it with my hands. You think I jest? You really do. I need to digest, let alone jest. I'll fashion a fudging spoon out of me spectacles if I have to. Or this selfie stick. Just give me the fork though, bruv. I know I've got a fork in the bottom of this bag. I always have a... I'm always seeing a fork when I need something else. Found the knife. Got the fork. What's it? You see me? See me and the Girl Guides? You don't know. But be prepared. Anyway, where were we now? My handbag's out. I look like I'm like one of these street people. Just got a mad open handbag. What can you look at for a hot second? I really do need that selfie stick to be employed at this stage, but sorry. 13 seconds. Count them. Boy, right, that's my obligatory old lady noise because I tried to zip my bag up without warming up first. Right, so I've got the drink out. I've got the... I don't need the second salad. Oh, mate, how is this some sort of military manoeuvre? It's because I ain't eaten. I've got to eat the stuff to have the brains to eat the stuff. Right, I'm going to leave that salad there in case someone looks hungry who's walking past. Well, I'm not leaving it there full stop, but I should go and give it to that geezer. He's having a word with himself. Right, listen, you can talk to me if you want to. Not that I've been paying you any attention, I'm so sorry. Oh, happy Father's Day, everybody. If you're a father or if you've had everyone's had one. Jesus, really, like not a proper earthly one. But I feel like he's good on the father front, as it were. Better than the rest of us. Oh, come on, one-handed. Let's do the vinaigrette. What an idea she had. I just want to get it in me. Come on. That's it. Honey mustard, I don't care. I just don't care what it is. I'm not even looking. So I'm boom, done. Right. This is so... Oh. Right, my dinner's on the floor. The tourists are looking at me like I'm a nut. I just don't care. If I get it down this white shirt, there will be a reckoning. Someone's getting in here. Oh, you're talking to each other. That's good. Thank you, Jesus. Sorry. Doing my dinner dance. Just one mouthful, I feel better. I know it's not even reached my stomach. Just got to get the protein. Yeah, what else? So yeah, the video on some psychology stuff again, probably. What else? I had all these ideas. I want to do... I was watching somebody, Sam Harris. He's one of the 4 atheist horsemen, you know, that sort of Christopher Hitchens. What's his name? Dawkins, that sort of ilk. Although he's more personable than Dawkins, I think. Either way, I was watching him debating somebody. I'm going to put it up on the channel probably because I like watching it with you lot. Either way, I was trying to timestamp it, thinking, that ain't right, I'm going to write that in the comment section, I'm going to write that. And then I thought, just do a video, you know. So I feel like I want to do that, like just pause it. Not that he'll be able to answer me, but some of it was just factually incorrect, you know what I mean? So I'll do a Joe Rogan on him, just fact check it. But I know it, just in my heart, I know, in my head, I know it's not true what he said. Can't think of an example now, but at one point it was just like everything he said. When he was trying to basically posit all evils at the foot of theists. When Chairman Mao's just sitting there for inspection, as it were. See, I'm going to do that. If you're interested. I need to more often make notes. That's some brilliant ideas. I don't write them. Because I think to myself, like I always have, well, it's obvious, it's such a good idea, I'll remember that. And then I sometimes do. But I don't know how many I don't remember, because I haven't remembered them. You know what I mean? You chit-chatting. Right, do excuse me, just eat. I'd offer you some, obviously, but, you know. Why don't you come to London, all of yous who ain't in London? Come Speaker's Corner. When I say Speaker's Corner, I mean the pub. Come down. I'll protect you all. Don't panic. I mean, the pub. No, I'm joking. That bus goes to Trafalgar Square. Quite near Tottenham Road. I've got to get my skates on. Don't even know what time it is, but I left earlier than usual, I think. See this Mad Dogs and Englishman midday sun thing? It's a myth. It's hotter at 3. Well, it seems to be every time I check the weather. We'll go outside. I like eating with people. I miss that when I don't eat with people often. Last person I sat down and ate with, like on purpose, was Bob. Actually, but he got to choose the cuisine, so never mind. It was nice. It just wasn't what I would have. Go away, chosen. I'm convinced that flies understand English and just willfully ignore me. Right, you all ignoring me now. Who's coming to London one day? Just do it. Unless you've got a note from your mum. And I want to see it in writing. And also compare her real signature to your forged one. Wiseman, the feta cheese. Easy, hands down. It's covered in honey mustard dressing, which I do like. But I like spicy really more than... I like mustard. Don't get me wrong, but that's not mustard. It's like a vinaigrette thing. Yeah. I don't think I could identify half of it in a police lineup. I think it's rocket, mustard seeds, edamame, I don't know, bits of, could be red pepper. I mean, I could show, yeah, I'll show you it. So it's that. It doesn't look that appetizing, I imagine. But oh, bits of cucumber. It's not the kind of salad I'd usually make at home, like off the top of my head. But I do like Mediterranean-ish. I ain't got my glasses on, but fish and chips, how real sound. Lately I've been having fish just with salad. It's too hot with chips. Too hot to have the oven on really, but I do like fish. Harry, I'll just do it. Don't one day me. Just calm down. Get on the train. Just go missing. I'm sure your kids are grown up. Make them pay for it. It's Father's Day, you could have wangled it out of them. Nearly done. Well, that's a bit because I just showed you. I'd be shoveling it in, but oh, there's black olives as well. Just clocked it up. Ugh. That's how hungry I am. I'd already seen it, put some in my mouth and forgot all about it. Sorry, this is a bit of a weird mouthful. Sorry. If anyone wants etiquette lessons, keep walking. Wiseman. Strawberry. Strawberry? Really? Do you know what I like? You just remind me, pomegranate seeds. I went through a phase of making salads with those. Bits of apple I like in salads as well. What else? There's some mad shizzle you can put in. You can put in artichokes. Like, just make it up as you go along. That's what the vegans do. No wonder they're all smiling. Their food's lovely. I mean, I don't know what you'd smell like if you're blooming it all the time. But some of that, like, have to sell your soul for a bowl of it down the posh areas. Really nice stuff. Shocking. Chocolate salad. I'm not buying it, Spirit. I'm not sure about that, babes. Chocolate orange, maybe. Not chocolate salad. Oh, I can't lift up the bowl and just shovel it in because I've got my hand full. I Definitely should have bet before I come out of the house. Sunday dinner. I would keep the salad. What do you think? I've got masses to choose from. Know what I mean? Literally. That's it. No one's cooking me Sunday dinner. Unfortunately. However, I'd have to be sitting in somewhere with some massive air conditioning or in a fridge to eat it. To be honest, I can make my own when I get home. I do like a rapid version. As long as the meat's already cooked, I can do the rest in like 15 minutes, including the potato, everything. Once I ate Sunday dinner every day for about 6 months. I used to go through real food phases. Oh, dragon, bless her. Right, I might as well just end this. I've just fell in because I've got to charge the phone, get to speakers. Yeah. Right, let me... Fudginator! I've done longer than I normally do at the park. Oh, mate, I'm going to have to... What's the battery saying? Hold on. The battery's saying, help! Something like that. No, 48%. That was a bit theatrical, wasn't it? Sorry, I was just daydreaming there. Right. Yes, I'm going to do that so that I can have a ciggy, fiddle about, sort of this area, figure myself out. And I'll be back. Call it half hour, 45 minutes. Yeah, we're going to shovel that in. Excuse me. On the tube it takes about 16, 17, 18 minutes from here. Obviously I've got to wait for the tube to arrive, but yeah. Alright, lots of love. See you when I get to the nuts, basically. Although I've got to get that walking stick, so I might long that out in the pub. I'm just going to go around the park for a hot minute, see who's there. Decide it's no one special, apart from JC and the Christians. And I'll show you all my workings out while I do it. Alright, I love you. And if I don't, you'll never know. No, I'm joking. I do. Yes, I mean you, madam, and yes, you, sir. So, have I ever been... What, the Whitby, the pub, down the Thames? Is that what you're talking about, Ariel? Oh no, you're talking about Northfield. No, there's a pub, the Spirit of Whitby. There's something of Whitby. It's one of the oldest boozers. It's right on the Thames. There's something of Whitby. Nah, that's on you, Ariel. That's a you problem. I'm trying to scan my brain for the... You can put that in. Pub, Whitby, River Thames, if you care. And I'm going to say goodbye because I've got to charge the phone, etc. Eat this poxy salad that's sitting at my feet, and I'll just have abandonment issues. Saying goodbye is quite awkward for me. Right, no, you put the phone down. No, you put the phone down. Right, bless things and all that. Lots of love. I'll see you in a bit. Ciao. Done.